An email went out from the Department of Education today, August 1st, 2024, and the email is about Plan B. And no, I'm not talking about the song. I'm talking about President Biden's new student loan forgiveness plan. In this video, I'm going to explain what it is, if it's a good thing, or is it more like a sleight of hand political magic trick. Now, if you're new to the channel, we focus on everything money related for young financial professionals. So be sure to subscribe, especially if you want updates with student loans that you can trust, because stuff with student loans is flying all over the place right now. With that being said, let's jump into it. So Plan B is the Biden administration's response to the original student loan forgiveness plan getting struck down by the Supreme Court last year. Now, the big part of the student loan forgiveness Plan B is forgiveness of interest accrual. If you have accrued interest on your loans and you make less than $120,000, or if you're married and you make less than $240,000, all the interest accrual on your loans is supposed to be forgiven. Now, if you make over those dollar amounts in income, then you get $20,000 of interest accrual forgiven. Now, this sounds great because the Biden administration could say this helps 25 million borrowers and will save hundreds of billions of dollars. But let's actually dive into this to see if it actually is a help to you, or again, if it's one of those political sleight of hand magic tricks.
Wow!
And the answer is, in reality, it's going to mean very little for most people. Because if your balance is more than what you owed, then most likely it's because you're on an income-driven repayment plan. And that's important to understand, because the interest that's accrued on those plans is going to be forgiven in 20 or 25 years anyways. So there's very minimal benefits to this accrued interest forgiveness, but politicians could say that it's helping 25 million people and saving hundreds of billions of dollars. So it's more like a political sleight of hand magic trick, just in time for what's coming up in November.
Will you vote for my friend?
The next portion helps borrowers that have been in repayment for 20 or 25 years. Basically, if that's you, you get all your loans forgiven all at one time. Now, this sounds great, but the Biden administration has already forgiven 1 million borrowers with their student loans through the use of what was called the IDR account adjustment. So, in short, this is the Biden administration saying, look, there's another 1.5 million people that were too lazy to fill out a 2-minute application to get their loans forgiven. So we're just going to do it for them. Now, the next two features actually made me laugh when they announced this a few months ago, because I was like, how the hell are they going to ever implement this? And sure enough, I was right. The first feature was those that attended a university that did not provide sufficient financial value post-graduation, you would have your loans forgiven. Or if you had a financial hardship, you would also have your loans forgiven. At the time when they rolled this out, I was like, they got no way of being able to implement this, especially before the election. And sure enough, I was right. Like, they're just basically tossing those out for now to get these other pieces in as soon as possible. So two main takeaways. One, most of this seems to be a sleight of hand political magic trick to provide talking points for the upcoming election, which is why they're trying to rush and get this email out. And number two, this is probably going to get stopped in the course just like the last one did. So if you actually want to put together a good student loan plan based on what we have right now in regards to student loan repayment, then watch these videos next.